Do-do-do. All right, there we go. Just tab back into the game here. And is that it? Nope, that's not it. It is, where is it? Hogwarts 4. Let's see where I was at last time. Yes, I want to use that. Large tower. That's good. All right, there we go. Come on. Load a little faster, please. Note to self, load the game before I start streaming. It might be more beneficial. Let's see here. Let no man who is not a mathematician read the elements of my work. That is not a mathematician. Loading. Come on. It never takes this long to load. What's going on here? Oh no, did it crash? It crashed. Alright. Okay, yeah, close the program. Thank you. We're off to a great start. Really great start. Oh dear. I have to say that's one of the things with this particular save that's a consistent issue. Yes, I wanted to load it with that. Is alt-tabbing or saving and all sorts of stuff. Be at peace with your soul, then heaven and earth will be at peace with you. Sounds like a good saying. Just trying to load this up. I might have to stop the stream, load the game, and then load it. Let's see. It usually doesn't take this long, but this build has gotten so big lately that it does take a little bit longer. I don't think when I start streaming next week, my survival series, that it will be as slow to load. But this is all part of the experimentation. I'm using OBS, and it's supposed to shadow play. I hope it didn't get corrupted. That'd be bad. Alright. Nope, there it goes. Hey! How about that? So where were we at today? Ooh, this is taking forever to get to a point where I can see things. So let's go ahead and do that. There's a little bit of a delay right now. That's okay. Change this to grass, if I can find it. There we go. I'm just going to take away some of this so I can see what I'm building on. gonna be really fun to edit the voxels of this. Okay. So let's go ahead and start laying the flooring for this. Oh, wouldn't it be fun to be able to do that in survival? Just lay 425 blocks with not a you know, not even blinking an eye. There we go. I'm gonna try YouTube today, and then I think on Wednesday I'm gonna try Twitch. See where that ends up. Yeah, I'm noticing definitely a block delay since I've finished that large tower. I don't know if it's... I don't think it's doing the thing where it thinks it's got... or it's connecting individual entities again. At least I hope it's not. Work, yep. No, it's just block delay. There we go. Now, I'm not gonna do the Hufflepuff Commons room, which is somewhere underneath the Great Hall, because it's just, I don't know how long until this engine just goes kaput. And, could be, I barely get the Great Hall done, and then I have to end the series because I can't even load the game anymore, or load the save. Which is why only half of Hogwarts is going to be built, at least to begin with. There we go. Alright, almost there. Just a few more layers to finish, relatively speaking. And then I can start to work on the rest of it. I'm just going to pull this over here. I think that will work. Oh yeah, that's right. Did I mess this up? Because, yeah, this layer is down one from where it's supposed to be. Okay. Now, this is where it will probably crash. There we go. Alright, it's frozen right now because it's creating two different entities, and unfortunately for my game at the same time, I'm live streaming, so it's having a panic attack about that. Yeah, I believe this is supposed to be up one level. Which explains why it was the way it is. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and save it. And, oop. Let's get this out of here first. There we go. Oh, of course. What's going on? Okay, so something over here. I believe there's, well, it's got to be somewhere in here. There we go. There it is. I found it. There we are. So just gotta delete that, and then we should be able to move this up. There we are. Ah, there we are. Much better. Just had a... I think much better. Is it? No, it's not. Has to go up one. Alright, let's try this again. I hope that's right. So anyways, there we are. That's much better. That should solve a bunch of issues. That I was encountering before. Come up here. Oh, that's much faster now. Wonder what that's all about. I have to admit, that little piece right there is probably one of my favorite pieces. Just for some reason, it just looks right. Out of all of this stuff that doesn't, that's the one piece that's like, yep, I got that one right at least. There we go. Now the benefit to OBS, if I had set it up correctly, is just that I could listen to music while I'm doing this. Which is what I've been doing in my single survival. And what I've decided was I was not going to show all the resource gathering and all the kind of boring things that I've already done before. And so I started blaring my music, gathering resources, and it's quite nice. And the reason I couldn't do it before while I was playing the game is, one, I don't think anybody would like to hear that necessarily. My taste in music may not be in line with anybody else's, such as that. And primarily because my taste in music can range from I don't know, My Fair Lady music to hard metal, and it will go from one to the next without any real. It just will be the next song. So I'll do something like I don't know. Don't think this would be considered. Okay, so like, give me The Church on Time, and then I'll switch over to Mr. Sandman by Blind Guardian, and things of that nature. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna pull this up and look at. Yep. Hogwarts model. Hogwarts model. There we go. There we go. To the Hogwarts model, so we can see what we're supposed to do here. It looks like this is just some sort of very low ledge that goes all the way around. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out that bit right there. And primarily, what am I interested in is the other side. So I'm just looking for a reference picture. Yeah, that would work right there. And so it just kind of comes right into the thing here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to... Okay, so that's a regular wall. So we're going to go, I believe, like that. Because it's 2. So it'd be something kind of like this. And probably we'll put an extra window here just for the sake of argument. Just like so. So that's there. We'll put this guy here. And there's that. That. And that. And there we go. That will work for our purposes. And then I want to use the diagonal. Not this guy. I have no idea. Alright. If we just type in diagonal. Dear King, please just add diagonal blocks into the game. Make my life easy. Sincerely, Ivan. Alright, so we're going to start with just the very basics here with this one. And move our way all the way across. Oops. And what I think I'll do for the exterior wall is I'm going to I'm just going to use battlements just to make it. Okay, so that's pretty much, I think, this, and then that'll be fine. Let's see here. It's about 1 there, 1.5, 1.5. Okay, so that's perfect. If I could just get it to drag to the side, that'd be awesome. Oh, there's a... Huh. Some, like... Oops. Put that block back there. Oh, man. I gotta go through all this. I didn't realize... I should have seen that coming. So that they actually thought ahead and had a block that would work for this whole thing. So I'm just gonna go for about an hour. I have no illusions of finishing the Great Hall today, but I'm hoping by Friday to be finishing it up, and then that really is the pivoting point of whether or not I continue building more. Like I gotta finish the towers over there, but once I finish those towers in the Great Hall, then I have to decide, will the game function well enough for me to do the rest? If it will, then fantastic. If it won't, then, well, half of Hogwarts will be missing, which is a shame, and maybe I'll have to do the other half in a different save, just so that it's there, and maybe I can even try to paste it in. I don't know if it will work. Yeah, it's... There we go. I have no idea how far I'm taking this. I need to get another reference shot since I've got that finished. So it looks like, if I were to care to guess, this is not a regular model. Although that's pretty cool. Paper models. I wonder if I could make that. I'd totally be down for making that if it's cheap enough, really. That's neat what they did there. I might be able to recreate something like that if there's a winter texture mod that I can get in the workshop. I don't know how it works, but might be worth looking into. Need like a overhead, straight down type deal. And let's see here. That helps, sort of. Let's say that that's 2, and it looks like it goes up right up against it, so we know that this side over here we know it does that. And it's like 2, and I'm gonna say that that's gonna be accurate. enough for our purposes. And then we'll do this. And then let's look at, where did I see that picture at? Okay, here? Is that it? Oh. Tell you, trying to figure this out is a real pain. You know, that kind of looks like, let's say 2. Comes in 2 on both sides. Actually, it's got to come in more than that if it's going to be the case. Say 3, and then this jog thing. If I lived close by, this would be perfect, because then I could just like walk over there and be like, okay, so this is how this is supposed to actually look. Let's see here. Now the only downside to all this is usually I'll take a break if I can't figure it out. And now I have to stay true, otherwise I have to create another stream. Alright, so just do that. Well, we know it's at least 3, so oops. So I gotta take that back. 1, 2, and 3. And 1. Say 2, and then 2 in the middle. So 1 and 2. Is it just me, or does this not work? I'm looking at my other source material. So this part, according to the stuff that I'm looking at, I think it's gonna come down to a creative liberty type deal, whatever looks right. Okay, pretty much has to be right there. Okay, it definitely looks like it goes one more, and then like this. So once again, this is going to be quite a bit of creative liberty I'm going to have to take with this. All right. I'm just starting to wonder if it would be better to take this thing, as much as I like it, and getting rid of it. take a look at the source material again. Would this help? This does not help. See, clearly there's a piece right here. But on the map that I've got that is the overhead, and it doesn't work right because it's not quite right. And this might be a product of me going out the map first, not realizing how off it was. You know what? Let's go ahead. I know what I'm going to do. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it like this, and we're going to move things around on other areas. So that's 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. 7, 8, 9, 10. Or you know what would be better? Is if I look at it from here, and if we agreed that this was 1, 2, 3, or yeah, let's do 1, 2, 3, and then there seems to be an opening there. So let's see here. I need an official model here, right there. So there seems to be at least a 1, 2, 3 in between. So what does this look like? Oh boy. I think I got squished this thing in. So let's say that this is 1, 2, 1 and 2, and then it does this thing. Where it looks like it goes in 1, 2, we'll say. And there's this 2, and there's this gap here, 1 and 2, and there's this. Yeah, you know what? That would work better. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so 1, 2, and then give it more of a thing here. Yeah, that works a lot better. So we're just gonna have to cut off what's behind me a little bit, and you know, I think this will work a lot better in my favor. It'll just flow a lot better in the end. Oops. We got a slight issue here. Why? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Okay. Alright, so what we'll do to please this situation is we're going to move this all one. This is just something that needs to happen, I guess, or to be proper. There we go. And we'll make this 3 as opposed to what it was, and then keeps the sides perfect. And then I think I'll be able to do the center clock thing just as well. There we go. I really wish I could drag and drop this part. Oops. Now what did I do? Oh. Really? Okay, really. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. Just like this. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna move the other blocks. See, this is something I probably would have cut out. Alright. Alright, so we'll move all this forward 1. I think that will change this situation. There we go. All right. Hopefully this works. If it doesn't, I don't know. I'll have to fudge it somewhere. And not in the way in the book where it just got, he just horribly screwed up everything up by denying Voldemort's coming back. And by the time, oh boy. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we're just gonna take this bit out. Fine. You know what? We're just gonna take this section right here and we're gonna we'll do it live. Or whatever. I just don't understand why this is such an issue. Besides the fact that reasons. It's... something's wrong. Alright. Why is this like this? Even if I were to do it one more over... Oh, I see. Right, so this is the problem. The whole time, it's right there in front of me, and I just didn't see it. All right. Oops. 1, 2, then. I'm having flashbacks to when I first started mapping this out and how many times I had to... The reason I didn't record it is because I kept drawing and redrawing lines. And then redrawing those lines again. And it just was a complete and utter just... at some point in time, there was cursing, lots of cursing. When I was doing this, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Of course, I was using much more vulgar language at that time. I was not pleased. Because it was just not coming together at all. I'm like, come on. Just work. But I think I might just be at a point this will work. Yep. So what I'm gonna finish this out right with is because we're approaching the hour marker. It's at about 45 minutes or so. And that's with the crash and everything. What I want to do is going to finish this up. There we go. Perfect. So all we have to do now is the painful task of moving this whole section over. And I like this a lot better than I thought I would. Originally, what's it? This one? Yeah, there we go. Now it's joined. Yeah, I'm liking this a lot better. 2. This is 1, 2. I just have to move this in 1 from this perspective, not the other one. There we go. we'll just flip this all over, bring it up. Perfect. And it's like it never happened. And then what I can do is I can come back through here, take this out. And I think from what it looks like is that... No, I think that would work. Just the way it is. Just have a little area. As I recall, there were little coves and stuff like this. When I was back in high school many moons ago, we used to have something called the Irish Cove. And I don't know exactly why it was called the Irish Cove, because nobody ever went there, first and foremost. And it smelled, because let's face it, it was right next to the boys' locker room. And yeah, so as you can imagine, high school, bunch of smelly gits. Oh, that doesn't line up at all, does it? Ugh. Okay, so what I'll do in order to fix this situation is we're going to do... Did I move this back? No, I got to move it. Oops. There we go. Like this. Like that. That. I'm sure there's going to be some more monkeying around later. There we are. No windows for this side. I've declared. There we go. And it is slightly taller, so do something like this, I think. And that would fix that situation. Alright, then we'll do the one. Both sides. Let's take a look. I don't see anything in the front, so this is going to make this a lot easier on me. Which, just like this for the... That looks right. There we go. If I look at there is a window there, and it does. It actually looks like this is supposed to come out another one. So we will do it. So the honor of being that. So I'll do 1, 2, and 3, and turn it. Get rid of this extra junk. Put this in here like so. What? How dare you? Actually, this has to be down 1, I think. Yeah. We'll put it down 2 just for good measure. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this needs to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Perfect. So that's gonna work for the front, I think. And let's see if I can find the proper roof for this. That'd be great. Let's see here. So probably start with this guy. Oops. There we go. So it needs to be an A-frame, but I don't think that there is a... What to do? This would be so much easier if I just didn't do that, that piece there. Alright. Oh dear, it dropped. Huh. Trying to figure out what I want to do about this piece that's definitely in the way. You know what I could do is just... That's the roof inside. I don't know. Just a wonderful bit of mischief there. Yeah, you know what? We'll just kind of sawtooth it in. Yeah, that will work. It'll be kind of ugly, but I don't know, magic. That one fell again. See why this mod was disconnected or discontinued in use. Just the headache alone probably to make sure this mod stayed up to date. Would have been probably really annoying. Hmm. There we go. And it looks like the sun's gone away. I'm just gonna remember which key it is to go into that. Yes, I want to enter into debug mode, and I want to go. Was it environment? Nope. I don't think it was planet. No. That's for fog. Ah, here we are. Is it alt? There we are. Ah, nice and bright. Hey, can you go check out my channel and subscribe to it? I'll appreciate it and show you. Shout out you. That is some broken English. I'm not going to do that. No offense to the dude, but or dudette. I keep getting that. That's the one thing I keep getting is spam stuff, and I'm not sure what the deal is with that. There we go. This is so ridiculous. Let's see here. Here's the question: is there a wall? For that. I'm not seeing one. That's not good. Here's this. Oh, fiddlesticks. What about the additional blocks mod? Is there... You know, it must be something that everyone's forgotten. Sure, I guess. I might have to scrap this whole side and just do this at a normal angle. Which will be a shame. It really will be. But I'm not seeing a practical way of doing that part. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this section off, delete it, and the actual part, which would be the Great Hall, and it kind of stinks because I did this much work to it, is that I'm going to have to just turn it 45 degree to a 45 degree angle, and just because the game, the way the game functions is, we can see here, I can't do a diagonal roof like this. I could do it up there, that was not a problem, but down here, no dice. So it's unfortunate, but sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. So what we'll do in order to do that, in fact, we'll do that right now, is we'll delete that section. Oh man, this is gonna be painful for me. All this hard work has to go bye-bye. First I gotta get rid of this section because it did not go with the rest of it. There we go. One more. And they are officially two different blocks, I believe. Just have to wait for the game to assign them. I don't know what it exactly does, but I know like when it's two large ships that are split in half, it creates two different ships, if you will. So I might even crash here. Oh, there it goes. And just, we gotta make sure that section isn't somehow magically still attached somehow. If we did this, I'm not seeing a line. Let's see here. Yep. Okay. Gone. Breaks the heart. But what we're gonna do is, oops, well, that's not what I want to do. I believe, yeah, what I'll do is I'll put Hogwarts, this side of Hogwarts here, the Great Hall, and we'll go out like that. It's just the way it's got to be. It's quite unfortunate, but there's not enough stuff for that. And so what I'll do is I'll do something like that. Yeah, it'll work. This will work. Take out this section to about here. Okay, so 1, 2, 1 and 2. What I'm doing is I'm counting where the windows would be. So there'd be one window there, and a thing here. And that will be fine to start off with. Put that back. something like this. Now, and we're just going to drag this out this way. That'll work. All right. Unfortunate. Really is. I'm not entirely sure how far I want to put this. It's gonna, at this point, it's creative liberty. I did like how far out it was, so if we went like this much, and this is just the behind the side there. What I could do is later on, I've got a ruler around here. What I'll do is I'll measure this. And the map I've got, and that would tell me exactly how long this has to be. I'm just gonna leave it like that, and we'll put voxels around it. I don't know what else to say. Like I said, if I were just recording this normally, I would have cut that whole section out and forsaken the extra footage. Yeah, it's just a trial and error. Be kind of funny the fact that there's trees growing underneath of the Great Hall in Hogwarts. Oh man. But anyways, next Wednesday I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna take a break because I've been sitting here for about an hour and 8 minutes. It's a I think they typically say maybe 30 minutes to an hour where you're supposed to get up and walk around for a bit, so I'm going to do that. So next Wednesday, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it here on YouTube or on Twitch. And so what I think is what I'll do is I'll announce that on this channel. If it's going to be on Twitch, there will be a little video blurbs directing everyone over to my Twitch account, and then we'll stream there and see how that works out. But this is really, I'm using the Hogwarts series as a experimentation, a time to experiment with and see what would be the best way to address this. And so we'll see. But anyways, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I'll see you later. Bye.